Hello everyone, Disasters over here. Welcome back to another video. And today is a review, and today we're going to be reviewing... my bad. It is the Ichibansho Godzilla X Kong The New Empire Godzilla Evolved version 2024. Alright, that's a mouthful. But here is the box. Straightforward as the -1. Wait, 2021 -1. Godzilla Heat Ray version from Godzilla X Kong The New Empire. And here we have Godzilla Evolved. So here's the front. Very nice front. The style guide of this is very awesome. And that glare. Okay. So here's the front. Shows Godzilla Evolved. And shows... oh jeez. Like shows... what else? Like Ichibansho, Bandai Namco, which I did not see the first time. Which I did not notice that was there the first time, but oh well. So there's the front. Side. Oh jeez. Shows very nice. Another awesome shot of Godzilla Evolved. The back shows promotional images of Godzilla Evolved. There's the other side showing Godzilla Evolved, obviously. The bottom is nothing. And the top has Godzilla Evolved version 2024, and shows Godzilla X Kong The New Empire. And there's the handle. I like how it has handles in case you wanted to hang it up and whatnot. But anyway, so here is Godzilla Evolved. Alright, so here we have Godzilla Evolved, and there's a very nice pose. And let me tell you, this design is by far, other than 2019, 2021, then 2024, which is before he evolved. But this design is literally my favorite incarnation or form of legendary Godzilla. Because we have the 2014, through 2024, Brennan Godzilla, and now we have Godzilla Evolved. Obviously, this one is from Godzilla X Kong The New Empire, and I really love this design. Just the everything about him and whatnot. So I'm gonna give a 360, showing the very nice details on him, and the pink really stands out, especially on camera. Here we have the Thagamizers. We'll go over that later. So, anyways. Also, when I got mine out of the box, the spikes were a bit bent, so I tried my best to use the hairdryer and get them back into straight positions the best I could. But yeah, I tried my best. I'm not sure you can see like from there if any of them are still bent. They probably are, and I tried my best to get them all straightened out. Some down, especially this one, or might have been this one, these two or whatever, that they were a little bit bent. But again, that's no big problem. My -1 had that, and I basically tried the best of my ability to get it into straight position. And I think a few of the Thagamizers were bent, and I'm not sure if they're supposed to be like that, but oh well. But anyways, so obviously the detail is very great. I'll try to get a good close up without that blue glare. So I hope you can see the detail very nicely. Going down his body to his tail. And also if you can see the detail on his, like the detail on the spikes right here, which are very cool. Ow. And also, if you can look down, like right there, you can see more of it. Also, if any throughout, if you see like some splotches or whatever you call them, I don't know if it's very noticeable, but I on accidentally, before I continue on, I on accidentally spilled some soda in between the spikes on him, so I actually spilled some soda on him, on Godzilla, and I tried my best to clean them, but it didn't come out. So if you're thinking that's part of the figure, but of this figure of mine, nope, it's not supposed to be like that. I unaccidentally was clumsy and I spilled soda on him when I took him to the movies a week before. So just thought I'd mention that. I'm not sure if it's noticeable here. It might be, but yeah. So you can see nice detail down there. Ignore the shiny splotches of soda that dried up on him. So you can see it going down his tail and all the way to his theckamizers, which might be bent as well. So other than that detail, other than the soda splotches or splashes or whatever you call them, on mine, detail is pretty good overall. I have no problems with mine, other than the bent spikes, which I don't think I really did too well on them. But I think also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, that the spikes do look a little bit crooked, and that is because of the pose he's in, which is very nice. It kind of actually we'll get to that later, actually. But the spikes are a little bit crooked, and that's because of the pose he's in. Again, which we'll get to that later. But overall, detail, sculpt, it's pretty good. And I basically waited to like a year to get this guy. Because I wanted to get this guy last year, but I couldn't because I did not have the money for it. That sounds like I'm complaining, but whatever. So anyways, next is paint. And the paint on this guy is, in my opinion, it's very nice. I don't see any paint scuffing coming off of him. And obviously he is pretty much like a, I'm not sure what you guys would call that color on Godzilla. All around him like a dirt-ish color or something like that. But yeah, he looks pretty good. The paint looks good. And also because this is Godzilla Evolved, he's a bit thinner. I hope I don't get canceled for that. Compared to the other Godzilla, the two legendary Godzillas I have. But anyways, the mouth is nicely painted. The teeth are painted very nicely too. And the eyes, it's very hard to tell on this camera. I can't see if you guys can see, but I think on mine, the eyes on mine kind of look a little bit wall-eyed on mine, which is very hard to tell. That's because of the camera I'm using. I think one eye on mine. I'm not sure if anyone else's has this. But one eye on mine, I think it's on this side, is looking straight, while this eye is looking uh, is looking a little bit not down, but it's looking a little down further, but not it's not where it's in the head. Excuse me. Anyways, and the spikes are a nice pinkish color, and which on mine I I wish I captured it. Wish I could like pull up a picture here of that the spikes, at least a few of the spikes, like the metal row right here, are translucent, which is very cool. I don't know why translucent spikes just looks awesome. I don't know why. And I think some of the Thagomisers too. I'll have to probably take a picture of the see the translucent spikes and see what they look like. But the spikes are nicely painted, especially well, are nicely done, all the way to the Thagomisers, and pretty much on the shoulder spikes are very nice too. And on the other one here, and I'm not sure if this was actually in the promotional on the. No, it's not on here. Okay, but on mine, you can see like some pink paint around on his across his neck and on his gills, which is actually not solicited in the first promotional images of this guy. As you can tell right here, it's very nice. I have no problem with it. It's very nice on his gills too, right there. So overall, I think the paint looks great. And pretty much to almost close out this review, we'll do some size comparisons, which I did bring out the other three Ichibansho figures I do have. And here's the Godzilla 2021 from Godzilla vs. Kong. And I think for Godzilla Evolved, I think they might have done the same pose, but I guess different angle or something. Like if you can see right here for Godzilla Evolved, I wonder if they did the same pose, but upgraded. Like, let's see if we can get like a difference right here. Yeah, because his head is looking this way. Well, Godzilla 2021's head, and pretty much this 2024 one as well, which I'll get in a minute. It's pretty much looking almost straight at him. So that's Godzilla 2021. And here we have Godzilla 2024 Heat Ray version. This is the one before he evolved and before he changed into Godzilla Evolved. Obviously, same figure as the 2021 Godzilla, but with obviously it looked like he's about to shoot his atomic breath or heat ray or whatever he looked like in the movie when he was absorbing the energy from that power plant in Godzilla X Kong the New Empire. So we get a good face to face, not really, sort of. And basically the same as Godzilla 2021. So that's 2024 Godzilla. And to wrap up the size comparisons, here we have the Godzilla -1 Heat Ray version, which this one came before the Heat Ray Godzilla from Godzilla X Kong New Empire and Godzilla Evolved. So I kind of did those out of order. My bad. But here we have Godzilla -1 compared to Godzilla Evolved. Different Godzillas, obviously. And we'll compare them. It looks like if you put them like in a good angle or something, it looks like they're about to fight each other, like an attacking pose. So that's Godzilla -1. That pretty much concludes the review of the Ichibansho Godzilla X Kong the New Empire Godzilla Evolved 2024 version. Here I have to hold the box because it is too big to put in the frame. So we'll move Godzilla Evolved to the side. So other than the Spike issue and with the Spikes being bad, I don't think I have any issues with this guy. I think they did a pretty good job, and yeah, this guy, I'm happy to have this guy as well as the other ones I've collected, whether it be Godzilla, Transformers, How to Train Your Dragon figures I've gotten, etc. So that's it for this review. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.